What up, guys? Kevin here. So, should you buy a new TV right now or get last year's TV? So, what I want to do, I'm at Best Buy right now. Well, the website. And I'm just going to look at this year's TV compared to last year's TV. There's really no big difference. But let's see what the difference is in price. That might be a big difference. So, I'm looking at the 65-inch X90k. There's only a couple reviews as of right now on YouTube. I'll wait maybe a few weeks to see if there's any more that come out. From what I understand, it gets brighter. I know Quantum TV is not a big fan of this TV. I think I saw one other review where they gave it a pretty positive review. Wait till a few more. I remember last year, the X90J, it got off to a really rough start. But I bought the TV 3 times. I had an audio issue. Then other than that, I thought it ran great. And we'll get to that in a minute. But you can get the X90K 65-inch. We'll look at the 65-inch on sale already. Only $100 off, but it's $14.99 for $1,500. I think you're getting a pretty good television. Just my history with the 900E, even though it only lasted me 4 years. So reliability is now in question with Sony for me. But last year's TV, I really enjoyed while I had it. And I feel like this year's going to be no different. But $14.99. That might be a little bit too much for a 65-inch TV that is full array backlit full array local dimming. So there's a local dimming. I need to, of course, watch reviews to see how they handle the local dimming. But $14.99 65-inch might be a little bit pricey when everything's moving to mini LED. But look at the price difference here. 65-inch for $1,000. You can save $500. Actually more, because taxes will be a lot higher on a $14.99 TV than a $9.99 TV. Yeah, that much difference. And I don't think it's going to be a huge leap from the X90J to the X90K. Yeah, I would just get the 65-inch for $9.99. And I don't know if it's going to get much cheaper than that. Could it go down to $9.50 or $8.99? If so, that means Sony is saying, all right, get rid of these for good. We're done. Which might happen, but $9.99, that is the deal right there. I would get the X90J. So let's look at another. Let's look at the LG C2. LG C2. What's weird about this TV is I hear it's pretty good, but everybody's comparing it to the new Samsung OLED, which is blowing it away. So they're like doing side-by-sides, and it's like, wow, the C2 looks dull and lifeless compared to it. But from what I understand, the LG C5, or C2, excuse me, a few years away from that, is still a really good OLED. $22.99. $22.99 for the LG C2 65-inch. $2,300 for an OLED. It is an OLED. And again, when I Google best gaming TVs later this year, LG C2 will probably come up. If not, maybe one other TV, that Samsung OLED, if that does come down in price, because it is expensive. But can we find the C1? So $2,300 for the C2. When you can get the 65-inch for $1,599. That is what, 400? I can't do math. So what, 2,300 minus 16? That's a $700 difference. Am I right? $700 for the LG C1. Again, it is last year's model. You're going to get 1 year less updates. But I am somebody right now who is gaming on an 810C, a 2015 TV, while my 2017 TV died. My 900E died. So hopefully you get more than, I think for $15.99 you should at least get 5 years. At least 5 years. Yeah, you should not pay more than $300 a year per TV. But again, your money's your money. You can do what you want. But that is such a huge difference, $700. And you're paying less in taxes on a $15.99 TV than a $22.99 TV. You're probably paying an extra, up to $70 extra just in taxes alone. So that's like a $700, nearly $800 more TV. Yeah, $15.99, that is a steal. This might be something where you go, dang, I should have caught that. But again, next year, I know next year seems so far away, and you're like, damn, I missed out on all these deals. Well, the new TVs will eventually come down in price, and yeah, again, next year, it's going to be the same thing. Let's look at the Samsung. What are we going to do? Let's do the Q90. Now, this was a very popular TV last year. 55-inch. What's a 65-inch? Everything but 65. They made a 50-inch version of that? Here we go. So this is the same thing for the LG C1. It is $15.99. $15.99 for what people consider a really great TV. People like this TV. How much is the... And look at the price of a 50-inch. It's the same price of a 50-inch. You can get 15 more inches, that's what she said, for the same price, but it's just last year's model. So $15.99. What is the 65-inch? $21.99. So $2,200. So $600 difference. $600 difference. Now, again, you can get the latest and greatest. That doesn't necessarily mean it's better. Again, watch these reviews. I have no idea on this TV, the Q90b versus the Q90a. I know a lot of people liked last year's TV. I thought there were some blooming issues, but yeah. I think Samsung might be the way to go for me this year. But that's such a big difference. You're saving between $500 and $700, nearly $800 on TVs. These are good TVs from this model, the model this year to the model last year. So now, again, like I said, these TVs will go on sale. This TV will be, what, $17.99 for Black Friday, maybe $16.99 if you want to wait, 5-6 months. These TVs just came out too. I mean, they're already on sale, $21.99. They wanted $25.99 for this price. If you ever buy TV that comes out right away at full price, you're basically just burning like a few $100 because these TVs always go down in price. It's just like, they just try to get the suckers like, oh, someone's going to pay $2,600 for not even an OLED TV, 65-inch. But, yeah, there you have it. What's Hisense doing? Is Hisense... I have no idea about Hisense TVs this year. Search. The U8G was pretty popular. Do they have any new TVs coming out right now? That's new. That's an A6. Did they change their lettering up? U8G. There's a U8G. Yeah, $949. This TV, I bought it. It had really bad ghosting issues. But that aside, it looked really good. Like, I saw what people were seeing in Hisense. Excuse me. But yeah, that ghosting issue was nasty. I still get comments on that video. Shout out to people still watching that video. You get a 55-inch for $700. Now, this is last year's model. I don't know if there's this year's model yet. Let's see here. U7G. I think U7G is pretty good TV as well. The A6. You can get, you can get a 75-inch A6 TV for $709. That's insane. That's $590 off. Wow. I mean, you talk about inflation, and maybe these TVs are a little bit more expensive. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Yeah, get yourself this U6G for 800 bucks, 75 inches. The only issue here is if the TV don't work out, that's going to be a hassle to pack it back up and send it back. All right, here's a new Hisense. Yeah, the A4. So they got the A6 and the A4. I have no idea what these mean, though. They don't look like they even have HDR. I'm sure they're still very good TVs, but I'm gonna wait till next week. I mean, the X90K is now in stock, so I'm hoping people will get some more reviews out there. I mean, you got 32-inch Hisense TV A4 for 160 bucks. Yeah, that might be a nice little TV. I don't know if it has any HDMI 2.1, and I don't care about clicking on it to find out. It's a cheap TV. We're not here for that cheap shit. That might work out for you. What's it? Oh, they got an 8K. You can get a 75-inch 8K ULED Roku TV. I know they still made Roku TVs for $17.99. I don't know where that falls in line compared to like the U8G or anything, but people like Hisense these days. U9DG. Is that it? The U9DG? 1999, 75 inches. That seems a little too much. U6H. Oh, here we go. Okay, so they got a U6H 55-inch for $6.99. U6G. Okay, so there are this year's models. I guess they're coming in. At least we got the U6H. But yeah, there you have it. Just those previous three TVs. Yeah, if you're looking to buy a TV now, and I would say probably around this time every year, like late spring, where at least Best Buy, if they're still around. Like Saturday in the afternoon, I was at like Chick-fil-A by the Best Buy, and the Best Buy looked dead. It like broke my heart just how dead it looked. I wonder if just people don't have the money to buy stuff like this anymore. And I have a feeling they're going to be closing some stores here soon. I think they were going to already. But yeah. This time next year, if you're watching this video later, like, oh, dang, I missed the time frame. But yeah, like, between March and June when they're getting new TVs, like the X90K, and it's still in stock, but the X90L. Sony isn't going to have an X90L. They got to skip the L, right? They can't hold the L, right? Yeah, if I'm Sony, please, anybody at Sony or anyone who can get in contact with Sony, just have them skip L. Didn't they skip I? Wonder why they skipped I. Just have them skip the L line, please. Hopefully they don't embarrass themselves. All right, I'm going in circles. But yeah, basically right now, if I am going to buy a TV, I'm buying last year's model. It's just, the savings is just so much. A $900 X90J, yeah. I don't care how much brighter or how much better the X90K. I don't think it's going to blow me away that much from last year's model, which I did like. That would be my TV to get. All right, well, there you go. I'm going in circles right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.